Yesterday marked the final day of the G7 summit in Alberta. The summit was marked by new deals and tense geopolitical pressure as the war between Iran and Israel continues. Prime Minister Mark Carney suggested that even though the summit is over, the conversation sparked will continue to shape the discussion over the coming months. For more, we spoke with our correspondent, Jeanette Rocher, who joined us from Alberta with the latest.
The two-day G7 summit wrapped up in Kananaskis Tuesday with no shortage of drama, including the sudden and early departure of U.S. President Donald Trump Monday night. His departure did leave Prime Minister Mark Carney having to rearrange and juggle the summit schedule a little bit to salvage some of the discussions they'd hoped to have with President Trump on issues like the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Ironically, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived after Trump had departed. When Zelensky and Prime Minister Mark Carney met, they talked about the latest Russian attack Monday night. Carney did make a promise of $4.3 billion in new support for Ukraine's defense. That includes $2 billion for weapons like drones, ammunition, and armored vehicles. Now, Carney says the G7 leaders are focused on support for Ukraine and putting pressure on Russia. The G7 leaders wrapped up their summit with a series of statements, but no joint communique. The seven world leaders were not expected to sign the usual lengthy statement outlining shared views that is typical at the end of G7 summits. The joint statements, however, did cover issues ranging from transnational repression and migrant smuggling to AI and quantum computing. Notably, there is no statement about Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine, but the G7 leaders did release a statement calling for a de-escalation of hostilities in the Middle East. Reporting from Kananaskis, I'm Jeanette Rocher.